hari ini dia bukan sekadar taklimat, but it's more on a training, hands-on, bagaimana kita menggunakan SMARTV3 secara efektif. Okay, jadi sebelum itu, walaupun ini sudah minggu ke-7 sebenarnya, minggu depan sudah cuti semester. So, saya faham selepas 7 minggu mungkin ada di antara student yang sudah tahu bagaimana untuk mengendalikan SMART3. So, this is actually a 101 of SMART3, bagaimana dia digunakan. Jadi, saya share dahulu skrin saya. Bila sudah share screen, maknanya tidak nampak sudah apa yang berlaku di Webex. So, semua orang boleh nampak kan soalan basic. Kamu boleh nampak saya punya screen. Untuk kita belajar secara hands-on, sebab saya rasa kamu semua sudah familiar dengan interface SMART3. Sebab lecturer sudah update di sana. Jadi perkara pertama yang perlu dibuat adalah student kena enroll di dalam kursus yang disarankan oleh lecturer. So, untuk aktiviti kita petang ini, student kena enroll dalam kursus ini. Nama kursus ini adalah Siswa SMART3. Jadi, jika dilihat daripada skrin, okay, saya besarkan sedikit skrinnya. Siapa yang ada akses sebab handphone, kamu boleh download sebenarnya mobile Moodle. Okay, kamu cari sama ada Android ataupun iPhone, just cari di apps dan cuba cari mobile Moodle. So kalau untuk iPhone warna dia apa? I'm not sure if in Android, tapi dalam iPhone dia punya apps itu berwarna putih pink. Background putih, something. Pink pula. Apa dia? Google Chrome. Okay, kamu boleh download. Actually boleh download Moodle. Okay. Mobile Moodle di handphone. Sebab di dalam saya punya kursus, sebab saya mengajar di Fakulti Sastra, Sains Sosial dan Kemanusiaan, dan sains sosial ini terkenal dengan ramai student. Saya macam kursus saya ada lebih kurang 100 orang. Jadi it is a hassle for me untuk cek setiap kali buka laptop. So saya akan cek melalui handphone sahaja. Okay. Kalau sudah download, kalau sementara download itu daftar kursus ini, kod kursus ini CEL 100. Enrollment key, setiap kursus ini ada pensyarah yang buat, ada pensyarah yang tidak buat. So untuk kursus ini, sebab dia khusus kerana belajar FKJ, your enrollment key adalah FKJ. So saya cek dulu siapa yang sudah mendaftar. Saya nampak Ania, Izzah, Bernie Lim, Farah Zulaika. Bukan Farah Zulaika ni, student lain ni. Ada Nur Fatihah, Adriana. Okay. Macam ada student lain pun juga cuba daftar ni FKJ ni. So, if you are already in the course, it's good. Jadi saya boleh check. I just want to check berapa orang sudah ya. Kita ada dalam 20 orang yang sudah mendaftar. So, keep on. Pada siapa yang belum mendaftar, you just keep on dalam pendaftaran sebab all the notes for this taklimat is in the SMART3. So, sila daftar dan cek. Okay? Sila daftar dan cek dalam SMART3 anda. Kenapa ada yang mau PM, mau boleh tu? Oh, menjawab. So, sekira anda sudah mendaftar, itu cara untuk pendaftaran secara self-enroll. Sebab sekarang ini sistem SMART3 kita masih belum link secara direct dengan SMART3. So kalau biasanya kalau anda sudah dalam sistem, anda boleh masuk dalam SMART3, anda akan mudah mendaftar dalam mana-mana kursus. You just type kod kursus yang diberikan oleh pensyarah. Ada pencara bagi enrollment key, ada pencara yang tidak bagi enrollment key. Ya. Okey. Jadi untuk memastikan yang anda sudah mendaftar dalam kursus ini, kalau kamu lihat di dalam skrin, kamu akan nampak satu forum 1. Jadi kita ada satu gambar di sini yang ada bulatan segitiga 4 segi. Jadi jika anda menerima kad yang mempunyai simbol bulat segitiga, simbol bulat segitiga dan segi 4, apakah yang anda lakukan? So boleh jawab, tekan forum. Siapa yang sudah dalam sistem SMARTV3 tekan forum dan cuba jawab. Apa yang akan anda lakukan? Jangan terkejut kalau ada yang sudah ada jawaban sebab ini dalam kursus yang lain. Sekarang ni saya mau melihat bagaimana student FKJ respon dalam forum di SMARTV3. Boleh? So, jika anda menerima sekepingkat yang simbol bulat, segitiga dan 4 segi tempat tepat, apakah yang anda lakukan? Bagaimana untuk menjawab? Ada 2 cara. Satu, add new discussion. Ataupun ada lagi satu cara adalah kamu pergi bawah sekali dan ada satu sana. Respon tentang kad jemputan. Kamu beli respon saya di sana. Okay. Klik sini. Dan reply. Macam kita chat biasa, macam kita di Facebook, kita ada reply, cuma ini dia tidak ada pilihan untuk love ke, like ke. Okay. But you can simply just add new discussion. Okay, kita tengok siapa yang sudah menjawab ni. Saya refresh dulu. Masih lagi, belum ada lagi satu orang pun yang menjawab. You just add new discussion. Subject. Respon. FKJ. Contohnya. Saya akan terima jemputan tersebut sebab saya memerlukan duit. Contohnya itu respon saya. Jadi just pause. So dia akan ada di depan. Saya akan lakukan, apakah akan saya lakukan apabila menerima kad tersebut? Oh, Caroline sudah menjawab. Apa Caroline kata? Saya akan membuangnya karena saya tahu saya tidak akan bertahan dalam permainan tersebut. Oke, Caroline. Ya. Thank you for the response, Caroline. Yang lain? Oh, Syafiq. Mari kita tengok Syafiq. Syafiq respon. Saya akan terima sebab saya memerlukan duit. Okey, ini Syafiq ini memang sudah bersedia secara mental dan fizikal untuk menyertai. For those who doesn't understand, Dr. Kenneth, actually this is a invitation card for one game. The actually is a series in Netflix, the Squid Game. So for those participants, there's a participants who were selected by the organizer, they will send this card for the potential participants. So it's either the participant want to join or not. It depends on the participant. But this is the invitation card. Okay. So for those who watch the Squid Game, they will know the symbol. Okay. So that is how, itu caranya bagaimana untuk kita jawab respon di dalam forum. Okay. Macam tadi ada 2 cara saya katakan. Satu melalui diskusi tadi, just add new. But saya nampak ada orang juga, Hana Saidah, knowing from the movie Squid Game that accepting the given card will lead to a disaster. I will simply ignore it and move on with my life. Okay, thank you Hana Saidah for the response. Oh, Nur Azin. ambil, join itu sotong game. So from 4 responses, the ladies chose not to join the game, to participate in the game, but all the guys semua mau. Okay.
Yeah, because one of the outcome of the game is we can end up dead, right?
Yes, but the thing is,
So
they didn't tell about the game. That is the outcome of the game. So that actually for those who watch it, it is also a very even in the first game, the actually we in Sabah also have the game. Actually, we call it during my time lah. Um, the one who become the one who will kill everyone else will say A, E, I, O, U, and the other group will freeze. Whoever move, they will be excluded from the game. So I think it is the same game as in the Squid Game, in the first game.
yeah, it's elimination, and then but the tasks become more difficult. In that one
Yes,
is a single task, right? This one become more and more difficult as the game progresses,
yes,
and
that's
you're
right.
forced to even eliminate your friend.
So,
That's
but
the
I think so that is how you enroll in a course and you participate in the forum. Okay, that is how. So actually, your lecturer, pensyarah ni sangat suka kalau student boleh respons apabila bila ada soalan ditanya dalam kelas. Kalau tidak boleh jawab secara live melalui mikrofon, you just can simply use the chat punya platform to ask question. Because some students I know they are quite shy to ask, but you still can type, right? Dalam Facebook kita boleh update status, so it means dalam SMART3 pun sebenarnya you can update and ask questions. So the second task, that is simple. Saya rasa so for the first task, because we only have I check back siapa lagi yang sudah jawab. We have response from Kelvin, Muhammad Azwin, Adrian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a lot of 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the name who was not here automatically eliminated from the game, from the forum. But thank you for the response. This is very good actually. It shows that it shows that the students they know how to use the discussion topic. So we go back to the next task. Saya fikir ini semua orang pandai nih. Siapa yang tidak pandai maknanya memang akan dijeling oleh pencaranya. Pertama, untuk muat turun bahan pembelajaran, dia ada banyak cara. But usually pensyarah akan upload dalam SMART3. So, cara dia paling mudah, klik di atas bahan yang diletakkan dalam kursus itu. Lepas itu, bila klik keluar download, lepas tu boleh download lah ke komputer. As simple as that. Dan sebenarnya, kalau masih lagi tidak faham, you can always go to this course. Saya akan sentiasa buka course ini nanti. This is for the sake of yang orang lain yang tidak sempat datang secara live untuk kelas ini. Sebab dia ada video untuk menunjukkan macam mana untuk download tugasan. Material, bahan daripada lecturer. Okay. Jadi, contohnya inilah tugasan yang dibagi oleh pensyarah. You just click on it. Klik macam ini dan itu akan keluar dan just download. Ini macam biasalah. Saya rasa semua orang tahu ni. Just download. Ya, itu simple. Semua orang tahu sebab sudah minggu ke-7. Unless this is the first week, lepas kamu orientasi, kamu buat, memang kamu akan bingung. Tapi kalau sudah minggu ke-7, it's not actually a problem for the student. So kalau ada soalan tentang ini, boleh tanya soalan di sini. Tentang sesi ini, semua orang boleh muat turun. So hopefully kamu tahu sudah fungsi itu. Sebab fungsi yang paling penting, yang ketiga ya, penghantaran tugasan kursus. Sebab ada pensyarah suruh hantar setiap minggu, ada pensyarah hantar bila dia ada due date. Usually, macam my course, I have 3 due date. Satu untuk Tugasan 1 dia awal, tugasan 2 lepas cuti semester, and then tugasan 3 is before end of the semester. Okey. Untuk tugasan baru, klik pada pautan tugasan yang akan bawa anda ke halaman. Lepas tu add submission, ini biasa semua orang boleh buat sebenarnya add submission. Terus window penghantaran tugasan akan terpapar, drag and drop. Dulu tidak ada nih, sekarang dia sudah tinggal drag and drop. Lepas tu save changes. Sekejap, saya tukar saya punya ni kepada mode student ya. Switch role as a student. Student. Oh, sekarang saya student. Penghantaran tugasan. Contoh video macam hantar tugasan. Okey, tugasan pertama. Oh, yang tugasan pertama ni jangan buat ni sebab ini ya. Tugasan siswa. SMARTV3. Oh, inilah. Saya sudah submit sebenarnya, but what you can do, ini tugasan yang kamu kena buat. Tekan tugasan itu, ini akan keluar. Jadi, saya mau edit submission saya. I just edit lah. Dia bergantung, kalau belum due date, boleh submit, boleh edit. Kalau sudah due date, kalau dapat extension daripada lecturer, still boleh edit. Tapi kalau lecturer tidak bagi extension, maknanya tidak boleh edit. So, bila sudah upload, just tarik sahaja. Contohnya macam tadi saya download ini. Misalnya, saya drag sahaja. Oh, sebab saya ada satu pula di sini. Saya update. Save changes. Dia bergantung. Ada pencara bagi satu tugasan saja untuk upload. Ada pencara boleh bagi 2. So, saya submit. Macam ni saya lambat. Hantar 23 jam lambat. Patutnya due date kemarin. Sebagai contoh. Jadi ini semua saya rasa semua student tahu sudah kan? Adakah orang yang tidak tahu lagi macam mana mau submit tugasan? Can somebody suarakan masalah dia sekiranya ada masalah atau tidak. Saya stop balik, saya mau tengok ada soalan ke tidak. Tiada pula soalan kamu ni. Just wondering, ada yang ada masalah? Ada masalah untuk apa? Masalah untuk submit tugasan essay? Tidak. Azrin kata, kalau tiada, mana sebab sudah minggu ke-7. So, I do expect that you already know. Okay. Seterusnya, saya share lagi balik. So, mana sudah saya ni? Share balik lagi yang tadi. Okay, tiada masalah tu. So, yang paling penting adalah tentang exam nanti. Okay. Ini mendaftar sudah. Orang pun semua pintar. Muat turun, saya fikir semua pandai. Penghantaran tugasan, esei, okey. Untuk memastikan yang kamu tahu macam mana untuk submit, tugasan kamu adalah semua peserta dalam kursus ini, kamu hantar satu, just submit satu tugasan. Contohnya tadi kan, saya telah bagi satu ini. Nota misalnya di invitation. You just upload this back dalam tugasan ini. Jadi nanti saya cek siapa yang sudah hantar, siapa yang sudah belum. Saya belum hantar. Seterusnya, that is for assignment. Untuk quiz, sometimes ada lecturer dia guna Kahoot, tapi Kahoot sekarang sudah semakin stringent. Luki orang Sabah bilang, dia only gave limited number of questions. So, biasanya kalau saya akan guna kuis dalam SMARTV3 ini. Jadi untuk kamu yang hadir pada kursus ini, ada kuis yang kamu kena jawab. So yang kalau macam ini not attempted yet, jadi you just tekan ini macam saya belum buat. Jawab semua soalan, continue. So, cuba buat. Saya bagi masa 5 minit untuk kamu jawab. Senang je soalan dia. Kita tengok siapa markah paling tinggi. Boleh? Saya cek dulu. Saya boleh cek di sini. Di dalam SMART3. Di dalam saya punya sistem. Siapa yang sudah jawab kursus? Siapa yang sudah submit assignment? Sila jawab semua soalan kuis FKJ. Saya kena balik kepada saya punya role balik. Return to my balik pada role sendiri baru nampak siapa yang sudah jawab. Tugasan salah satu siswa SMART3. Okey. Maknanya daripada 100, wah, kita ada 60 lebih. 8. Ada 10 orang sudah submit tugasan esei, saya tengok. Saya boleh cek di sini. Actually, kamu bertuah ni, so kamu boleh nampak interface untuk pensyarah. Inilah cara pensyarah cek kamu sudah submit ataupun tidak. So macam saya biasanya saya akan check in. Sebab ada ramai student kan. I will go to here. I will go to mana filter saya. Submitted. Yang sudah dapat markah. Submission. Okey, saya nampak Alan sudah hantar. Saya nampak Regina sudah hantar. So, saya bagi 100 markah. Okay. Regina bagi 100. Beni bagi 100. Ini cara pensyarah bagi markah sebenarnya bila dia tapi dia bacalah dulu, bukan tidak baca. But this is how to see whether you already submit or not. Okay. So thank you. Itu menunjukkan the student memang sudah ada lah. So 20 words. Sebagai salah satu penilaian terhadap apa ini? Marvina. Okay. Saya save dulu, nanti saya sambung bagi markah ya.
Salmi, you want to show them how we see the assignment and how we write on it? The grading, how we do the writing on it?
Yes, nanti kita share nanti. We just go through. Sebab saya punya mau habis sudah ni. Okay. So that is untuk tugasan essay, but sekarang saya mau cek quiz. Okay. 48, 46 sudah cek. Okay. Kita tengok Ini soalan dia. Pada 20 ini satu cara kalau student tengok, okay, dia ada 3 soalan. Tapi bila kita mau cuba tanya kawan sebelah, soalan nombor 1, what is the answer? Kalau saya dapat pada 24 November 2021, UMS menyambut ulang tahun kelahiran ke-27 tahun. Tapi bila tanya kawan sebelah, dia dapat soalan lain, bukan soalan ini. So actually, dalam kuis UMS ni, kadang-kadang pensyarah akan jumble up the question. So kalau kita mau cuba tanya dengan orang, soalan 1 apa jawapan, soalan 2 apa jawapan, tu agak sukar. You don't have time untuk meniru begitu. Sebab we jumble up the question. So boleh ada kemungkinan akan jadi salah kalau tidak buat begitu. Jadi itu satu cara untuk pensyarah mengelakkan tidak berlaku peniruan actually. Untuk tidak quiz attempt. Saya mau tengok siapa yang sudah jawab ini. Okey, siapa yang sudah jawab? Sodi Yi Hao. satu soalan satu. Berapa? 2 markah. Wah, Hana Saida dapat 3 markah. Okey. Kasriansyah dapat 3 markah. Muhammad Nur Azrin 3 markah. Nur Fadila 3 markah. Aina Jaslina ada salah, ada satu soalan dia silap. Soalan mana satu tu? Aina Lai. Saya boleh tengok apa soalan si Aina salah. Oh, siapakah nama Naib Chancellor UMS pada masa ini? Okey, dia bukan ini dan jawapan tu ada diberikan. Actually, lepas kamu jawab. So, itu fungsi kuis ya. Fungsi kuis di dalam SMARTV3. Usually, kamu akan terus dapat result. Terus dapat result. Saya akan, sebagai pensyarah, saya akan suka guna fungsi itu. So, 51, boleh. Saya bagi soalan senang, soalan umum. Nasib baik kita punya kursus ini dilaksanakan pada hari ini, 25 hari bulan. Kalau dilaksanakan pada berapa hari ini? 26 hari bulan. Kalau dilaksanakan pada hari Rabu lepas, 24 hari bulan, kita buat time birthday UMS. Birthday UMS yang adalah pada 24 hari bulan November. So, macam biasa actually, sesi Q&A, kalau ada soalan, you just ask, tanya soalan di situ. That is the very basic of our SMART3. Okay, sebab saya akan serahkan part-part penting ni kepada Dr. Kenneth. Cuma ada beberapa fungsi sokongan lain di dalam SMART3. Pertama, maklumat yang terpapar dalam interface paparan kursus. Cuba kamu cek dalam bahagian penjuru kanan atas kursus, kamu akan nampak kamu punya profil. Dan kalau siapa yang mau letak gambar dalam profil, boleh masukkan gambar di sana. You can view, edit, and grade. Kamu di sini. Di sini nih. View profile. Saya sendiri dia letak profil saya. Bolehlah keluar. Ini kursus-kursus saya semua yang training semua. Bila, even boleh cek lagi bila kamu first time masuk dalam site ini. Okay. IP address boleh nampak actually. Itu kalau mau ubah maklumat. Sebab kadang-kadang ada yang tanya puan macam mana mau letak gambar semua. So, itu caranya. In your profile. Simple as that. Facebook kan kita tiada tutorial, kita boleh buat. Jadi ini sepatutnya tiada tutorial, orang semua boleh buat ni. Okey, ini saya mau tes. Adakah kamu pernah menggunakan fungsi new message? Kalau belum pernah, saya mahu nanti siapa-siapa yang hadir ni hantar message kepada saya. Ya. Siapa saya itu Puan Salmi ya. You just go here. Ni ada sini kan. Ini nampak ni. Okay. New message. Carilah. Saya ada di sini search for a user of your course. Misalnya saya cari Dr. Kenneth NNDTH. So, write a message. Hi, Dr. Kenneth. This is one way for you to connect to your lecturer. Yang ini memang dia ada rekaman tahu. Yang ada bukti kamu telah cuba menghubungi pensyarah kamu. Sebab kadang-kadang this is for privacy actually. Ada pensyarah yang tidak bagi contact number dia hanya bagi email. Tapi dalam email kamu akan, dalam email kita kena tunggu bila masa dia akan respon. So dalam sini kan SMART3 ini pensyarah akan sentiasa masuk. So okey. Tahniah Nur Azrin, anda yang pertama telah hantar hai kepada saya. Muhammad Nur Azrin Mustafa. Ya, Azrin. Hai juga. Saya biasanya akan respon student saya di sini. Dia memudahkan sebab kalau di WhatsApp boleh hilang. Okay? Kalau di WhatsApp boleh hilang. Jadi kadang-kadang bukti itu tidak ada kecuali kita screenshot. But how do you know we need to screenshot the conversation kan? So it's better for us and for you, for students, advisable supaya pensyarah pun senang hati, tidak mengganggu personal message dia, tapi just use this medium, new message kepada lecturer kursus kamu. Halo Merlin. Senang hati saya kena panggil Miss. Rasa macam awet muda terus. Thank you Muhammad Irfan Haikal. Hai juga. Hai Tinesan. Okay. That is one way. Okay. For you to contact your lecturer. Kadang-kadang lecturer pandai lupa tu, dia tidak tengok. Tapi, macam kamu nampak dalam skrin saya, kalau orang kontak saya di SMARTV3, saya akan nampak ada 6 orang yang saya belum respon. Jadi saya boleh cek dan saya tengok. Cantiklah Miss. Aduh, Azrin. Hello Daud. Okay. Hello Peven. Hai Syahidira. You try contact your lecturer nanti. Just tanya di sini. So, kadang-kadang bila kita dalam course kan, bila kita mau download ada masalah, you just directly message your lecturer melalui fungsi ini. Dan sebenarnya di dalam di dalam SMART3, dalam SMART3, saya masih tunjuk juga dengan kamu. Oke. Saya harap kamu nampak kamu kalau tidak nampak pun nasib lah. Ini di dalam handphone saya nih, kalau kamu tengok dalam video saya, di handphone saya ni nampak message kamu. So that's why saya kata saya prefer guna fungsi message di dalam SMART3 sebab saya boleh cek. Saya boleh cek terus di handphone saya. Tapi dia tidak kacau saya punya personal message di WhatsApp ataupun Telegram. So saya tahu bila keluar di sini dia memang berkaitan dengan kelas, berkaitan dengan kursus. So just try contact your lecturer, okay, melalui fungsi ini. Dan kalau saya sudah cek, saya akan tanda begini sajalah. Okay. So, habis di sana kita balik pada fungsi seterusnya. Ini message. Simple kan? SMART3 ini sangat simple sebenarnya. Jangan bingung-bingung. Dia hanya akan buat kita bingung apabila sistem kita down. Okay. Fungsi antar message. Ini course completion dan progress bar ni bukan wajib. Ada lecturer yang buat, ada lecturer yang tidak buat. So jangan banding-banding. Tak bagus kita banding-banding. Ada orang macam saya akan ada di sini. Contohnya kuis FSSA belum habis. Contohnya lagi di sini adalah forum 1. Orang sudah buat. Ini adalah invitation, sudah buat. Kalau hijau dia sudah buat. Kalau merah dia belum buat. So sebagai student, kenapa saya letak progress bar ini? Sebab saya tahu apa tugasan yang saya belum buat. So makna ini saya belum, kuis FSSA ini saya belum buat lagi. Jadi dia merah. Kalau saya sudah buat dia jadi hijau. So this is good actually untuk cek apa tugasan yang kita belum submit. Dia ada cara lain juga lah. Actually kita mau tengok apa tugasan yang belum buat. Contohnya you should just go to this. Contohnya assignment. Kamu tengok kan. Boleh tengok bila due date. Berapa orang sudah hantar ataupun belum. Okay. Boleh cek di sana discourse. Kamu ada kan ni? Saya mau tengok dulu kamu punya paparan ada ke tidak nih? Have to look. Sebab yang kamu nampak ini adalah paparan. Ada nih. Tugasan siswa. As a student, kamu nampak apa tugasan kamu belum siap. Contohnya, kuis. Adakah kamu kuis? Ini ada kuis itu. So you can look here. Sama ada boleh tengok di sini. Ataupun kalau ada pencara yang buat progress bar, you can look at the progress bar. Simple kan? Dan saya memang akan buka untuk siswa SMART3 ini untuk you can access anytime untuk cek macam mana mau buat satu fungsi. I think it is simple tapi kadang-kadang kita pandai lupa. But if you have any question, you are open to message us di SMART3. Kamu boleh message saya bila-bila. Walaupun saya bukan pencara kursus kamu, but you have problem with SMART3, you just message me. Kamu tahu sudah bila tujuannya kenapa saya suruh kamu message saya supaya saya ada dalam sistem kamu. Jadi selepas ini mungkin kamu akan lupa saya sebab saya bukan pencara FKJ, But if you have any problem with SMART3, you can simply contact us. Sama ada you email kepada cel@ums.edu.my. But if you want to direct ask me, you just message me personally. Saya dengan Dr. Kenneth ada tu. So if it is in SMART3, makna we know it's related to SMART3 lah for this course. Fungsi lain. Okay, sesi Q&A kalau ada soalan. Oh, ini nanti maklum balas kursus ni nanti. So kita belum habis lagi. So I think sebelum saya menghabiskan bahagian saya mungkin saya mau tanya dulu sekiranya ada sebarang soalan. Boleh on mikrofon Anda untuk tanya soalan atau memperdengarkan suara Anda pada saya. Dan saya minta maaf sedikit sebab saya mengendalikan kelas ini secara santai saja secara informal. Actually bila saya mengajar pun saya memang santai sedikit dengan student saya. Even kami bila saya take 5 pun saya take 5 dengan ada lagu-lagu lagi. So maybe we take 5 sekejap, Dr. Kenneth boleh?
Okay, boleh.
We take 5 and then after this
I will share the other element, right? Okay.
Yes, take 5. Now is 3:25, 3:30 we start again.
Okay, I'm here online.
Yang student tu bolehlah pergi buat kopi-kopi dulu kah. Mau tanya soalan boleh tanya di ni ya, boleh tanya di chat kita. Kalau ada soalan. Kalau tiada kita dengar lagu dulu ya.
If you have any question, you can just post in the...
Yes.
Or you can turn on your microphone and shout. Don't be afraid.
Usually student memang dia quite shy to share, to ask question. I don't know why. Kenapa student malu mau tanya soalan? Ada siapa? Boleh tulis di chat tu. Kenapa kamu malu-malu?
Pansalmi, can you see the screen which I'm sharing or it's still loading? Loading.
Still starting to share content.
Okay. Sweet. While waiting for them, I'll share. I'll try to change the screen.
Sebenarnya saya ingin ucapkan tahniah kepada student FKJ ni. Ramai participants, 91 participants. Good.
Okay. Can see it now, right?
Yes, clearly.
So I edit content inside, so it's visible to them.
Yeah, I saw the content already. So it's good because the link is there. And then because this course is open, after this, I will open this course because I will open the enrollment key. So any student can go in here to check back on SMART3.
For the examination, I have used a template paper to show them how the demonstration is done in the actual exam.
Yes.
But we cannot access the original exam because that is PNC, right? Private and confidential. So I'll show them the template. Yeah, I will give them 5 minutes, huh?
Yeah. Dr. Kenneth, maybe we can start. Anda masih bersama saya yang lain? Are you okay? Okay, macam lagu pula. Are you okay? Are you okay with me in the class?
Give me 1 second. I just upload a document for them.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the sign. Okay, itu. We saw the hand sign from them. Okay, Efran, Faiz, Hafizal, Putri, Hana Saida, Awang Muhammad Afizi, gitu. Siapa lagi nih? Peben, Nur Fadila, Fakir. Hi, Moses.
Start to answer me? Can start,
Yes. The screen is yours.
Right? Okay, thank you. Okay, terima kasih, Puan Salmi. Thank you very much. Selamat petang, salam sejahtera, and salam campus Rama. Thank you very much to all of you for giving up your time to attend this session. And during this session, I will try to cover up some things which you can do using the UMS learning platforms. Now, in UMS, one of your role is a student. Okay, you come here to learn your subject, but you also can do other things such as the digital competency and things of that nature. I will teach you certain things which are available at UMS and which can enable you to improve your CV as well as your career scope. Okay, I'll show you one thing. Now, this is something which is known as a digital certificate. For those of you who are aware of digital certificate, you may be knowing that digital certificate is something which can be used to boost your CV, to make your CV look better. Now, this digital certificate which we offer in UMS is via an online course. So you can undertake this online course no matter what subject you are from, what subject area you are from. And this certificate is an indication of your digital competency. I will be covering that digital competency in as I go along in the session. The other thing which I want you to learn about is something known as the Open Educational Resources Repository in UMS. Now, what is this OER? This OER is actually all our lecture notes, all our content, digital content, which we upload and we store for your reference. Now, all this content which is there is free for you to download, and you can also reuse it for your own lectures or your own assignments and so on and so forth. I will show you that one as well. And I will also show you one of the difficulties which we face as student in UMS is the using of images. As you know, many of the images, which are almost all actually images in the Google, on the web, are actually on the internet, are actually copyrighted. So if we use these copyrighted images or music, we cannot actually submit them back online. Otherwise, we are actually breaking the law. It's actually a copyright violation. So I will show you how to get images for your use from the different sources. Okay, so let's go into the steps one by one step. I will introduce you to the various links, external links from the UMS Smart Tree. Okay, I have set it up. Okay, now the first link which I created for you is over here. It's called UMS Open Educational Resources. Now, what is this Open Educational Resources and why is the word open used for? Okay, suppose I create a lecture note or you write a majala, a magazine, you create a magazine online. That magazine is your property. It belongs to you. You're the, what they call the hak milik, it belongs to you. But suppose I want to share that. I don't mind if other people use my lecture notes. I don't mind if they reuse it. I can share it using the Open Educational Resources repository. Now, to find that repository, what you need to do is you need to click here on this link, UMS OER. Okay, click on the link and it will open you to the UMS repository. So if you look inside, right, you will see one link here. Click https://oer.ums.edu.my. If you click on the link, take you to this repository. I hope you can see this. Now, this repository contains all the teaching and learning material for your reference. Suppose you finished your course, already your course is complete, and your alumni in UMS, you already completed your course, but you still want to refer to your old lecture notes. They are found in the repository. For example, I am from Biotechnology Research Institute. I have my lecture note over here. I can click. So my students can click and download any of the lecture notes from here. All they do is click here and they get access to the PDF file over here. Okay, so they have the access here. So you can see that the lecture note directly over here. Now, this is a resource made specifically for students and lecturers as well. Now, you will ask me, how can you deposit your content here? For example, you want to deposit your final year project or your assignment, you can deposit here as well. You only have to check two things. First, whether the content is original, so you have not used other material, other people's, for example, copyrighted material. And secondly, you need to approach your lecturer and ask them to help you to upload it into this repository. So many of the lecturers will ask the student permission to upload their work. And when you upload your work, your name gets credited in the repository. That means anyone else, for example, you apply for a job and you say, I have a link in the repository showing my project. He or she, your employee, can actually, your boss can look through the repository using Google search. They can find this repository. So this is a very useful resource and please utilize it fully. And this will enable you to get more information about UMS resources. Okay, so that's the first link which I want to show you, which is UMS OER. If you have any questions when I'm talking, please turn on your microphone or use the chat. Or Salmi, if she's around, she can read the chat out to me because I'm looking at a different screen. Okay. Now, the next thing which I want to show you is digital certification. Now, what is digital certification? Okay, all of you probably use social media all the time. You're very familiar with Facebook, Instagram, and then the Discord and WhatsApp and all the other social media. But are you aware of the risks involved with digital media? So how do you know about your competency? So we have an exam inside. You don't have to worry about a formality. This is not a formal exam. This is an exam which is conducted by the Commonwealth of Learning. It's open all the time, and in order to enroll for this exam, what you do is you click on this link. It's called digital certification. Now, when you finish this exam, right, you can take it as many times as you want. When you complete the examination, you will get a digital certificate. This digital certificate is linked to your CV. You can link it provides an electronic link, and anywhere in the world where you go, this digital certificate will give you your employer. Suppose you want to work somewhere, you will have a link saying that you have digital certification. So how do you do this digital certification through UMS? UMS has set up a link with this Commonwealth of Learning organization. So you click on the link and you have to go through the digital certification process. So it will take you to this link. You click on this link. So once you're on this link, okay, I will wait for the link to open. So this will actually help you to boost your CV, because if you are digitally certified, no matter from what field you are, science, technology, or even from arts or social sciences, you can have a link or a certificate saying you're digitally qualified. Now, how do you use this? You go to the website and then you sign up for the course. Now, you have to key in your first name, your last name, your gender, date of birth, all these things you have to key in. So select your country, Malaysia. But when you select your university, right, you key in your university enrollment number here. So you'll select Malaysia, you'll select all these things, and you key in your university enrollment number. Now, this will enable us to link the digital certificate to your actual certificate in the future. Okay, so you have the user type. So your user type will be student. If you select the teacher practitioner, it will ask you the competency level required is higher, means the exam is very hard. Usually you select for student and you will get a digital certificate. Now, one of the important things to link to note in this certificate is when you click joining the course, right, you click here as part of an organization or institution or group. When you type this, you have to select here and use PILI, you select or choose the university, Malaysia Sabah. Okay, now this will enable the system. The system will track your progress and it will produce a certificate to you saying that you're from University Malaysia Sabah. So this will help you to improve your CV. So I'll look for the University Malaysia Sabah here. So you can register first, and once you register, the system will guide you through the process of the examination. So you can do a pre-test and a post-test in this system. Okay, so I just look for University Malaysia Sabah, and we have it here, University Sabah. Okay, you click on University Malaysia Sabah. So you complete the registration process, and then you click all these things, you fill up everything, and you click and register. Now, when you use your name, please use the exact name which you use for your CV and for your communication and everything else, because this is a digital certificate. You cannot change it after this process is complete. So once you complete registration for this course, you can go in and take the pre-test exam, and you can continue with the course. So this is C Delta, and this is a certificate which I got it earlier. You can print it out. It's not only a printed copy, it's stored in the server as a digital copy. Okay, so it's digitally linked and it can be connected from anywhere in the world. Okay, so this is a digitally verified certificate which you can avail of using the C Delta system. Okay, so that will explain to you what the C Delta is. Now, I have opened my window for you to see. So this is what we do inside the C Delta. So once you have registered yourself, there are three things. You have pre-test, post-test, and certificate. So I have completed one grade, means mine is intermediate grade. So I have a certificate. If I want to view my certificate, I can view it here, or I can insert the link to and send it to the employer. For example, my boss, I want to apply for a job. I will just attach my certificate to my CV from here. Now, what you have to do is you can take a pre-test. So when you start the course, you take a pre-test first. I would suggest you take a pre-test and you will get your pre-test score. Then you will know, because in this course, right, it will also tell you whether things about legal, how to protect yourself online, the different kinds of antivirus software available, and how to link. So this is in the pre-test. It will ask you a question. Don't worry about the score in the pre-test. My score was only 20 out of 100. So it means I'm not qualified, but I went through the process. So once I take the pre-test, I do the courses. I do module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, and so on. I do all this module. And after I finish the module, I will do the post-test, and then you get your certificate. So if you get a certain score, which the system will decide, you will get your certificate. So this is a very good way to improve your CV, because when we go for the job, in addition to our qualifications, many times the employer will ask us about our additional, what extra did you do? So one of the skill which you need in today's world is digital competency. Means you should know about digital world. Of course, all of us know about the digital content. We all create content on YouTube and so on and so forth. But this is an additional tool which you can use. Okay, so that's about digital certificate. So please keep your questions coming, because I will address them after I finish the session. So let me go back to my digital certificate, which I was showing you, and go back to the main window. Okay. Now we have covered the digital certificate. Now I will cover Creative Commons. Now, sometimes in most cases, what happens, you want to create assignment, you want to create lecture note, you want to create something for your project or for your course material. You are the creator. Now we want to use certain image. For example, I want to use images. So how do I use image? Yes, somebody asked question. Can Pansalmi, can you read the question, because I'm using different screen?
Okay, Azrin
Yeah.
is asking,
Yeah.
is it necessary to take the C delta?
No, sir. No, it's not necessary to take the C delta. This is just optional for you. This is entirely for your CV, for improving your CV. Okay. No, it's not bukan wajib. It's not wajib for you. You just take it as part of your improving your CV. Okay, and to know your digital skills. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, now comes the next part. About any other question on C delta? Okay, so you can post a question, because Puan Salmi will read, because I'm looking at my computer screen. I cannot see the chat screen. Okay, the next one is Creative Commons. When do you use Creative Commons? Now, in the internet space, right? If you know, okay, if some of you are familiar with YouTube, okay, edit value, yes, edit value for your certificate. Okay, now suppose you are a YouTuber, okay, and we create YouTube content. I create YouTube content all the time, and I want to add music. So what do? I go to YouTube Music Library, and then I add the music from Music Library to create my music for my content. But that music is approved by YouTube. Now suppose I posted something on YouTube which is copyright violation. YouTube will see my content once, twice, and after the third time I post, they will take down my channel, and the channel is gone. So in order to avoid this kind of issues with copyright, there is something known as Creative Commons. What is Creative Commons? I will show you. So Creative Commons, if you click on a link, will take you to something known as a Creative Commons website. This is Creative Commons. Okay. Now, suppose you are an engineer, you want to have an image of pump, for example, a turbine. I'll just turbine, because all of you mostly are engineer. So I'll type turbine. Okay. Now I want a picture of turbine to put in my background or in my project report or something like that. So let's see what it searches for. So this will take time, because it's not like Google search engine. It's not so chapat. It is going to take some time to show you turbine. Okay. Okay, so it's uploading some picture. Okay, so now it showed me different kind of turbine, wind turbine, and so on and so forth. Now, I want to use this turbine in my, for example, in my lecture note. So what do? I choose one image. For example, I choose one image like this is a nice image. I choose this image. Okay, I click on this image. Okay, to use on my. So what we can do, we now normally what we do when we have an image, we right click and we download the image, we save in our computer, and we upload to our lecture note or our presentation or project report. Okay, but what this one has is a license. Okay, let it reload. It's taking some time to load. Okay, let it reload this page. Reload. So 1 second. Second, because its server is a bit slow. So click again, I search. I just look for the turbine. The server a bit slow, so it will take time to download. Okay, so assuming that I want to use this image, I click here, and then this image will load here. Now, what you need to do, right? This is an image. Now you can right click here, simply right click, and you save the image in your computer. Now, one of the things about sharing using this Creative Commons is that you have to credit the author. Okay. So how you credit the author? The Sumber, what is known as the source. So what you need to do is you need to copy this. It says wind turbine by Lamoix is licensed under CC BY 2.0. All you do is copy this code and you paste it below the image. So you have this presentation, you put up this image, and then you copy this code and you put in the image. Now, the same thing applies if you share the image using YouTube or Instagram or even Facebook. You can use this image, but you have to use the code with the image. So this will allow you to use the image with the appropriate attribution. You need to state what is known as the Sumber or the source. Okay. Now, there are many types of licensing available inside the system. So usually we select CC BY. Okay, CC BY. CC BY means the image can be reused, and you can even cut the image, you can edit it, invert the color, and so on and so forth. There are some more licenses which are saying CC BY, SA, and so on and so forth. These ones cannot be used because these are they are having a certain limitation of usage. So preferably you click here CC BY, and you will see mostly all the images which are Creative Commons BY. Means all you need to put is the Gambar. This you put the Gambar, and below that you put the Sumber. The Sumber is the licensing link. Okay, so this is another thing which is useful for most of our students as well as our lecturers using the Creative Commons licenses. Okay, so if you ever have problem with your search and you have problem with searching, you can use the Creative Commons. Okay, those of you who are familiar may be using this Pixabay. This is also Pixabay. Okay, so if you have, again, if you want images to use in your lecture notes, in your project notes or something, you can use Pixabay. Pixabay got videos, it has vectors, and it got photos. Okay, now Pixabay is, for example, the same image. See, I look for turbine image in the photos, and I see image of turbine. Now these top images you cannot use because these are Shutterstock images. This one you can use. Okay, so I click on this image of turbine I want to use, and this is free for commercial use, and it says no attribution required. Means you can use this image in your lecture note or in your project report or in your assignment, but you don't have to even state that person's name. Okay, but usually we state the person's name. Actually the person is Lars this, and here he got images. So many of the people, they will upload their images free. Okay, they will upload it, you can reuse it, remix, you can even use for advertising. They will not penalize you, they will not take action against you. So be careful when you use images in the digital domain, because this can have they can have implications for the rights of usage. Okay, so that's about the image. Okay, so you have any questions regarding the images? Because many of the students ask questions regarding, is it okay to use, or is it copyright and all. Do you have any question regarding image? It's very important because many of our students will use images, or even our lecturers, we use images without knowing the copyright status. Okay, be careful of copyright status because it can create problem for you from the copyright agency. Any questions from anybody? You can turn on your mic and speak.
There's no question from the chat. Maybe the question can ask. Just
Anybody
unmute
want to
yourself
ask?
to ask question.
Yeah, sure. Please open. This is the open session. Santai, no formality. Any question? I saw someone's microphone on, so I thought question is there. I can only see the small image here because I'm using the big screen. Nothing, right? So Creative Commons is one of the things which you should always use as a student, because you can reuse the content over there, and you can also deposit content on Creative Commons and create new content there. Okay. Now this is another tool. Okay, so I have covered OER, digital certificate, and Creative Commons. This is another tool which is very useful for you. Okay, now just raise your hand. I want to know how many of you all you know that you have Office 365 account. Once, Salmi, can you check who shows their hand? Just raise your hand. Use the emoji to raise hand. Once, Salmi, can you check how many people have? How many people use Office 365?
They're giving the emoji, but I cannot raise hand. I
Okay,
saw
okay,
um
okay,
Malbon Lee, Shahira, Shalin, Awang,
okay.
Adrin, Record,
Almost everybody.
Maris.
Okay.
Yes,
I think I should ask who is not using Office 365.
because the others are giving the emojis reactions. So
Okay, okay, okay. So using Office 365. Okay,
mhm.
good, good. Thank you. So just for those of you who are not using Office 365, we will look into Office 365 and some of the functionality of it. Okay. So just give me like few minutes. I will show you how it's done and how we actually use it as and how you can use it to share content with your lecturer. Okay. Now we have Office 365, right? Office 365 is provided to you by UMS. I'm just going to sign in. So it'll ask me some things about password and so on and so forth. And I sign in using my UMS account. And no, remember. So as far as possible, if you're using your browser in UMS, do not allow it to do the no. You always you must log in every time by yourself. Don't allow it to automatically save your password. Otherwise, it will keep on asking you, and then there are chances of getting hacked. So this is the UMS. Office 365 platform from UMS. Now you can do everything here and share with your group and so on and so forth. Okay, so if I want to create, for example, I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation with my group. All I can do is I can start a PowerPoint presentation. For example, I have a lecture here. Okay, I share the lecture and I want to share it with my students. Okay, so I can click on the link, share link here. Okay, share, and you get a share link to everybody in UMS. So if you're in UMS and you're registered as a student in UMS, you will see the link over here. So for example, Puan Salmi, I can share the link with Puan Salmi straight away and send it to her. So when you're sharing the link, right, make sure that you have a here. So there are many options available for you. One is can edit, second one is can view, and then there's a link setting. So usually if I want Puan Salmi, I want to give her the right to share. She's teaching with me. I can click here, can edit. If you don't want your the other person, your partner or your collaborator to view, you can click here, can view. Okay, so now I click on can edit and I send a link to Puan Salmi. So Puan Salmi will receive an email in her official UMS mail. If you're a student, you'll receive it in your official student Gmail. So this is a very good way to create content online. But I will show you another feature which is there inside it, which you may not be using, but which is useful. Okay, I'll show you. I go back to Office 365. Okay, so this is my content, right? Okay, now suppose I'm creating assignment for my class, or I'm a student and I want to create assignment. I have PowerPoint, okay, and I want to create an assignment, for instance. And I don't have an image, okay? So I want to put an image on engineering. I have a topic like engineering. I want to put in an image inside. So this one will automatically generate it using the designer app. Okay. So this will automatically create a link for you. And this image, now you don't have to worry about copyright because this is a Microsoft image. Okay. So don't have to worry about the copyright. Okay. But suppose you want to insert image and you don't have an image, you have an option here. You have to add insert. Okay, you have insert, you have pictures, and now it gives you something known as stock images. Stock images are those images which are provided to you by UMS. UMS has paid for them. You can insert image from this device, which is your computer, but you have this option, which is a feature from Microsoft Office in which you don't have to worry about the copyright. So you click on Bing Pictures and I look for an image, for example, of turbine as I'm referred to earlier. Let's look for turbine. Okay, and then it says, if you look up here, you will see creativecommons.org. Now I want to insert this image of turbine, just click and insert. Now, if it says, see, this photo is unknown, is licensed under CC BY SA. So Creative Commons attribution with share alike. Now, what is happening with this image is that the license is incorporated into the slide. So you don't have to worry about putting up the Sumber again, the source, because the image is already incorporating this image into the slide. The metadata, what we call the metadata file, or the information regarding the image, is already incorporated in the image. So Microsoft has made sure that that thing happens, so that the images are given the due credit as required. So this is a feature which you can utilize in your Microsoft Office in case you have problem with image usage and so on and so forth. So I'll just save this as a blank demo, and I'll just show you the other features. So we have, so some of you may be using what is known as the presenter mode. That one I cannot demo to you online. Okay, so you have a presenter mode inside, which is known as Rehearse with Coach. Now, this Rehearse with Coach feature, right, I cannot show you online just now because I am speaking to you using my microphone. In order to do that, I have to enable the Rehearse with Coach feature in a non-online mode. Means I have to go away from WebEx and I have to do it. So when you click on this Rehearse with Coach, right, what it does is it will actually, one minute, I go back. So this will actually allow you to rehearse your lecture presentation. For example, if I'm presenting in the monotone, talking in a monotonous voice, okay, oh, I just read off the slide, the coach will tell you your voice is not correct, you need to speak more fluently, or more with more punctuation, and so on and so forth. So the coach is a very good mode in which you can test yourself. Okay, I cannot show it to you online as I mentioned, but you try it. You try this button here called Rehearse with Coach. So for example, you're doing a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, and you want to present to someone, but you don't have anyone to present to, and you're feeling embarrassed to present to someone because it may be your first time. You use Rehearse with Coach. Rehearse with Coach is artificial intelligence. So what it does, it calculates your voice. For example, if I'm talking like this, oh, hello, I am so and so, it will automatically tell, oh, that's a monotone, please revise your voice. Okay, so Coach is very good for you in case you have a problem with your first time you're presenting, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's about the Coach. Okay, I will go back to my, 1 minute, I go back to my slide. So all these windows, so I can
At
get.
the moment, there is no question yet.
No question, right? I
I
think
think
everyone is using these facilities in the system anyway.
yes. I think
So
your voice is just Dr. Kenneth.
what, less? Cannot
Yes.
hear?
Okay,
Can
this
hear
is good.
okay now? Okay. Oh,
Okay,
because
now
my
it's okay.
microphone I'm using is too close or too far from my mouth. Okay, so that's about the different modes which are available, which you can access using Office 365. Okay, I just need to go into my. So, okay, regarding the content, right? I'm sure Puan Salmi has shown you all this earlier. If not, we have a website here. Puan Salmi can copy and paste the link into your system. In this website, right, we have a publication window. Okay, we have publication here, link. And in this particular window, you will see everything related to your problems associated with the learning management system. For example, if you want to access the Learning with Technology Student Guide 3rd edition, you click here and you download the guide. It's an ebook. In the ebook, you can go through the book, and then you can access things such as short video clips to what you want to learn about. For example, you want to learn how to upload your assignment. There's a video clip on that. So how to for example, how to answer quiz. It's also inside that. Okay, so Puan Salmi, can you please share the link regarding that?
Okay.
Okay. I will just go back to my window because my window is on a different URL. 1 minute. I just get another smart. Let's click on this. I just share. Okay, so I just have to go back to my course because it was on to a different site. Okay, we are back on the course. Okay, so we have covered digital certificate, Creative Commons, Office 365, and now I'll give you a brief overview of the online exam. Okay, so to do this online exam, I'm going to change my role to a student. Go to student role, switch role to student. Okay, and I will see the site as you see it. Okay, now those of you who are taking the examination for the first time, some of you have already taken midterm. There's actually a process for examination. The process I have put up here, and this is I'll zoom on it. So you can download it and see it on your own computer or your handphone because it may be small for you on the screen. Now, when an online examination is done, usually it's done in your own home setting, or you won't be in the physical setting. It's done completely online. So when you go online, you should make sure that you're knowing the examination time and know when the examination will start. So this information is generally given to you by your lecturer or your post coordinator. Okay, this will be given to you. So when you enter your exam, right, the first thing which you need to do is they will create a special uh, login page on the Smart UMS. You'll be given the link. The first thing which you do is you log in with your UMS email address and your password. Okay? That's the formal process. After that, you will be given a Borang Pengsahan. You have to confirm your attendance. So this will be provided to you as well. Please complete it, and you may have to upload it, or it may be in a form of a link. So this is the second process. The third one is the download Buku Jawapan. So I will show you how that is done now. And after you download the Buku Jawapan, you select the questions which you want to answer and so on and so forth. And then you have two options. One, you can answer using a Microsoft Office 365 Word document. You can answer it using that. And then you can download a PDF and you can upload it into the system. Or alternatively, you can write on paper like a tulis, and you can scan it. You scan it using your handphone and you can upload the image. So this is based on the type of the examination procedure. So there'll be different procedure based on the different lecturer. For example, if you're doing something which is designing, you definitely have to look is on a page and scan. If it's something which is objective, you may even have an OMR sheet. Okay, so based on that, you will have a instruction based on the type of exam. So once you finish your examination, you upload the Buku Jawapan and you click on completed. Okay, I will show you how it's done. So let's look at the slide. So this is a slide which I created for you based on the procedure. Now let's see, I'm a student. So when I come for my exam, I fill up the formality and then I click on online examination midterm. Okay, I click here. Okay, now in this examination, I have my Buku Swalan. So I can see here. Okay, so I click on this link and I click on the link. Okay, so it will ask me to download that the question paper. This is a compulsory procedure in order to ensure that the student actually downloaded the question paper. Now, after I complete the question paper, I can go and upload the question, the examination in the upload page. So this procedure, right, is similar to the one which you use for your assignment. So that's why we use an assignment key here. So you download a paper and you upload into the assignment section. So that will be given to you during the exam. Now I cannot actually open up the page for you because the examination system is actually confidential. It's secure. So I cannot actually show you an examination page. I can only show you the process so that you know what is going to happen in the exam. So this is the process which will occur. So don't be worried if you have any problem in during the process of answering the exam. For example, your internet broke, line is not connecting, or you have problem with the bandwidth, cannot upload. No problem. We will give you a WhatsApp number and you can directly contact that person in the WhatsApp, the examination coordinator or the technical support. They will guide you through what needs to be done. So you focus only on your examination. Don't be worried about the process of upload and download. Okay. So that's how we do the process of examination at UMS. So if you have any question regarding this, you can ask me or you can, yeah. So if you have any question regarding the process, you can ask me or Puan Salmi anytime. We are here to serve you. Remember, we are at the Center for E-Learning. So anytime you want to ask us, you can either email me or Puan Salmi, or you can WhatsApp, whichever way is possible. Okay, Puan Salmi, anything else you want to add? We just wait for question now. Wait for questions.
Yes, we are
Yeah.
just waiting for question. Maybe for those who will be having exam, especially for those who will be having the online exam this coming Monday, from the diploma course, maybe you can ask question regarding the procedure of online exam.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sure. Yes, sir. Please proceed.
What if
Mr. Aziz.
my connection suddenly lost,
Yeah.
especially when I want to take attendance, download the question,
Yeah.
and then submit the my answer. I mean,
Okay.
like the whole exam. I mean,
Mm.
my connection is lost.
Okay. Full exam connection is lost. Okay. So if you're, that means you can't even send a WhatsApp message. Bole hantar WhatsApp.
Uh, Sometimes not.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's a problem with the connection. Okay. So if you cannot throughout the exam, right? Then you need to notify the lecturer by some other way. Can you send? It means you are offline completely in the kampung and the line is gone off, right? That situation, right?
Yeah, kind of like
So,
that.
so yeah, I can understand that situation because even I face it when I try to connect from the kampung, whatever, the line goes off and there's no power and the internet is down. Okay, so in this kind of situation, right, after you can communicate again with your lecturer, means suppose the line comes on later, you need to inform your lecturer again and they will conduct a separate exam. That's what I do for my students. I never encounter this situation with students, but suppose if they do encounter, my procedure is I will conduct a re-exam for them. No problem from as far as the LMS is concerned or the learning management system is concerned. We will conduct a re-exam for you because at the end of the day, the student should have the best learning experience. Okay, so we redo the exam for you. Okay. Once Salmi, you want to add anything?
Okay, Azrin, right, yang bertanya soalan tadi tu. Okay. This is my experience because I've once been not invigilator, ketua pengawas untuk exam online. And then luckily during those time, it is an online exam for my faculty for the kursus umum, which is consists of, I think, 700 students.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so after 3 hours, we managed to secure around 600 something, 600. There are around 30 students who haven't submitted yet.
Okay.
So what we do is because we know because we are in the system, we know who haven't
Yeah.
submitted yet. Because we will give you I think 15 minutes ample time to just submit all everything, and then we'll know who haven't submitted their exam. Usually we will ask the lecturer to contact the student to ask whether you can why you didn't submit your exam sheet or not.
Yeah.
So that's the way is it. Usually we'll ask because BPA will be always there and they will help us, but the lecturer will be asked to ask the student whether they have problems or not. So it depends on the ketua pengawas lah to decide whether we wait for the student to submit or there will be another exam. So it depends on the situation during the time. The main point is for students, you have to inform your lecturer that you cannot submit. If you have problem with the line, you have to inform your lecturer. So the university will make the decision for you whether it's you have another time or there will be another exam for you. Boleh Azrin?
Yeah. Terima
Mm-mm.
kasih Puan Salmi.
Mm.
One, Enchik Azrin has mentioned a situation which is can occur, but it's quite rare. Means when
Yes.
everything putus, the line is already gone. Means
Yes. Sometimes
can
it
happen.
happens.
Banjir and all that, and sometimes the line goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
even in the
because we will make the decision based on the info given by the students.
yeah.
Um,
But at the end of the day, Mr. Azrin, please inform if you ever have this situation. Please inform your penchara or at least the course coordinator in your faculty, and then we take the action based on that. But at the end of the day, we want you to be able to answer the exam. That's the whole idea of the
yes.
university system. We are trying to help you and facilitate your process of learning. Okay, so don't be stressed regarding that thing. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Any other question?
So while waiting for the other question, maybe the students can fill
Yeah,
in the attendance
attendance form,
form.
right? I think they
Mm-mm.
have filled up. They have shown a attendance form. Puan Aliza has put up a
Mm-mm.
attendance form there. So
Maybe another thing is like this. Yeah, I want to share this.
you share. I stop sharing. 1 minute. I stop
Okay, thank
sharing
you.
first. 1 minute. Stop sharing the slide. Can you stop me? 1 minute. I open again. Stop sharing. Okay. Small screen, so multiple screen.
Because WebEx is quite different with Gmail.
Yeah, it got that different modes, right? So
Yes.
and also it takes the thing about WebEx for students. I don't know whether they experience this as well. When you use Google Meet and WebEx, right? WebEx will take longer to actually connect in terms
Yes,
of the
because it's
connection. Yeah,
the bandwidth is the bandwidth dia
big.
berat sikit.
Yeah.
WebEx. So I have
Once it,
problems with my students. I have
yeah,
100 students, right? So I chose to use Google Meet.
Google Meet. Yeah,
Ringan sikit.
even my students prefer to have Google Meet rather than WebEx because they say the line is too big, too broad. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
actually this one is only a response for today punya courses. We need your response for these students. I will give you the link in the chat box, but this is the link. Kejap lagi link tu. Where is the link? Berkesan, ringkas, padat. Wah, without the link ada yang sudah boleh jawab. So it's good. Thank you. But this is the link. Mana the link? I have to look the link. You just go to menti.com and use the code 79633850.
If they have any comment regarding the system, they can put in the chat window, right? We can address any comment, anything, any comment, criticism, support, anything which you need to say regarding the system, right? Problem with the system or problem with certain things which you can put up here. We will answer your question, or we will, if we cannot answer, we'll solve the technical problem for you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very important because the purpose of the meeting, right, is not to give you instruction. It's also to get feedback from you because this is the only time when we get to meet you.
Because we are providing service for the students, so we need response from the students.
Yep.
I think where's the link? That is the link. There's a question, Dr. Kenneth.
Yeah, there's a question.
From Moses.
Yeah.
Whose number should we message in WhatsApp if anything goes wrong with the downloading and uploading?
We give the with the Moses. This is regarding the examination question.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Moses. Actually, I'll give you the number of our technical support staff. I just give me a time. I just switch on to WhatsApp. 1 second. I give you Nora's number, so you can if you have any problem regarding the technical issues, right? You can contact Nora. 1 minute. I give you the Nora. So I'll share Nora's number with you. She is our we have two technical support people. One is Miss Nora and one is Mr. Zulfadli. So both of them will respond to any query related to this. So I'll give you the number. Can you see it? Mr. Moses, can you see the number? I cannot see because I'm using the number. Okay. That should be the link. In case you have a technical difficulty, you can, we have our help desk as well. You can have our help desk number, which is on the main screen, our e-learning website screen.
New knowledge, santai, padat. Thank you, Moses, for the questions. If there's another question that do you have any problem with SMART3? Dalam tempoh 7 minggu ni, is there any problem that you have been having with SMART3? How do we make sure that our uploaded file already submitted or not? That is a good question, actually.
Yeah.
From Charlene.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Charlene. Okay, so regarding that question, regarding the file is uploaded, right? When you click on an assignment, right, it will ask you whether your assignment, it'll give you a prompt. So you must always click submit the assignment. Now, suppose you had a problem with uploading your file and your lecturer did not set it for that particular button to come up. Okay, what we do is I will show you something here, which is our log file. Okay, I will show you the log file. Salmi, can I show the log file with your permission?
Yes.
Okay. I will show you what happens in the system. So I will go to something known as the log file. I will show you logs. Now, regarding the question, you will ask me, like, how will you know whether you submitted? Suppose I'm a student and I submitted it, and then, oh, I don't know, did I submit or not? The first thing which you will see is you go back to the system and you try to submit again the second time the assignment. If you cannot submit the second time, that means that you have submitted the first time, because usually the lecturer will allow only one submission attempt, that particular assignment. Okay. Suppose again you doubt, you have, you think, oh, did the internet break down when I was submitting? Was there a line? It's very easy to do. All you do is you check, you ask your lecturer, your respective lecturer, to check the log file. Okay. They will go into their log file and they will check. For example, I can see here who has submitted what at any given time. Even if you submitted a single chat, I can actually see it in my system. So that will also allow you to ensure that it's submitted. Okay, now there is another thing which your lecturer will see, which is known as a activity file. Okay, so I will just click this and show you. Okay. I want to see, for example, I'm the lecturer, right? Suppose you are my student and you come to me, I submitted the assignment, but is it in the system or not? I will just select everything and I'll build my graph. Okay, let's see what it shows up. The graph will tell me as a lecturer what is actually going on in the system. So you don't have to worry about anything, because at any given time, see, now I can see online examination. Okay, Tugasan, Siswi, Smart. I can see who has submitted and who has not. So that means 93 students submitted, because this is Taklimat was done earlier. So there'll be some other students, and 30 have not. So from this, I can actually click and I can see the name of the student. So don't worry about much about the confirmation, because the lecturer can always back you up at any given time. Does it answer your question, Miss? Hopefully it answers your question.
To look at the chat first. I
Yeah.
want, is there any up? Okay.
Okay, Charlene Roberts says thank you.
Charlene, yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Charlene.
Okay, I think in the I think you can see the screen right now. And when you are in this mode, because I've changed my role into students.
Student
Okay?
mode, yeah.
So you want to know whether you already submitted your assignment or not. So just go to this and check assignment. Okay, and there will be list of assignment that you have to do. So let's say just now there's a penghantaran tugas kursus for this course. So I just click here. Okay, and then already submitted, not graded, due date is here, and then I submitted late 23 hours. This is from the student interface. So everything is there. So you will, if like this, I cannot submit my submission because it's already dead. It's already due. Okay. So that is one way to know whether you already do your submit your assignments or not. Like this, there's an exam on the 3rd of December, and then the system shows that there's no submission yet. Okay, so that is the shortcut for it. You can go to this. It's quite difficult.
The atas. It
Okay.
is this course and then student. Okay.
That is from the student's interface.
Yeah, students interface.
For lecturer, we will know, because we can see whoever haven't submitted late submission, early submission. We know all the logs. We have the logs. But for your own checking, because there are students really want to know whether they have missed the due date or not, you just use this function. This is actually, Dr. Kanet, this is I think this is quite new. I think 2 semesters ago. So this is quite good for the student to check.
Yeah, Salmi. Because sometimes my students still ask me, please check. I submitted, they'll send a WhatsApp, did you receive? So I will usually just screenshot the system and send them, okay, that's because sometimes they're afraid that they click on the submit rate. Sometimes it went through, but the internet got cut in the middle or things like that. I think that's the worry. That's the
Yes,
concern.
it happened. And sometimes when the lecturer, they set up the assignment, they have to check the submission button, but they didn't check it and they just submit. So the assignment will be there, but it goes under draft, not under the submitted. So usually because it happens there's a lecturer will contact me that I didn't find the student assignment, but the student said that they already submitted. So usually it will be in the draft folder. So things like this happen sometimes. So it's good we have a two-way of knowing whether we already submitted or not. One is from the student and one is from the lecturer.
Yeah. Thank you, Puan Salmi.
Okay. Is there any question? I have to check the chat.
Chat box. Because I'm using double screen,
Yeah, it's quite difficult if you only have one screen to
using two screen here. So
Okay. There are already 30% people responding to the course. Okay. If there is no other question, maybe we can end our session now.
yeah.
Maybe.
So by the way, before we finish, where are most of you all, in the hostel or in the home? Are you all in the asrama or at home? Mostly home. I think mostly everyone is at home. Oh, at home. Connection okay? Connection at home is good, I think. So you can still reach us. Okay, Puan Salmi, I'll hand over to you. Terima kasih. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Terima kasih to all our esteemed students. Thank you very much for participating.
Yes. Actually, is there any Puan Nurhani ada sini kah Puan Aliza ataupun tiada, kita boleh stop saja terus begitu kan?
Boleh stop sudah sebab Puan In dia ada another event lagi.
Okay, never mind. So, terlebih dahulu, thank you for all the participant from the students today. Terima kasih sebab I think ini antara sesi yang agak interaktif, kan? Ya kan Dr. Kenneth?
Yeah.
Very interactive.
Actually, we had less time. I wanted to show them how to use Jamboard and all the whiteboard to share.
Yes, actually,
yeah,
there's a lot of things that you can learn from SMART3. It will be quite interesting to share with the students, but maybe it another time.
Another time we have to do.
We spend one time just to look into Jamboard or something interactive, gamification of doing things in SMART3. Okay, so terima kasih banyak. Ada yang mau bercakap? Kasih dengar suara. Oke, terima kasih banyak kepada semua yang hadir. Kita ada berapa banyak nih? Sekejap, saya cek dulu. Kita sebenarnya ada up to 90 students joining us today. So, terima kasih banyak atas penyertaan Anda. Sekiranya masih ada kekeliruan, because kami faham bahawa kadang-kadang kita tidak tahu apa masalah, sehinggalah kita menghadapi masalah tersebut, dan dia bukan berlaku pada masa taklimat begini, dia berlaku mungkin di kemudian hari. So semua student, you are most welcome to contact us di pusat e-pembelajaran, because kami di pusat e-pembelajaran sebenarnya membantu student untuk memudahkan proses pembelajaran itu. Sometimes you can ask your lecturer, tapi kalau lecturer maybe tidak boleh respon ataupun the problem is beyond that, maybe the system, you directly to PEP, and then we'll try to help you. We are here to help you for your learning in UMS. Jangan susah hati, online ni best sebenarnya, but it depends on how we make the class interesting actually. Then most of it adalah respon daripada student to make it lively. Okay. Dr. Kenneth, if it was my class, dia akan jadi macam pasar ikan lah sometimes for the discussion. But I really enjoy the situation, because that is the only way that I can listen to my students, their opinion. And then when the student ask questions, I know that what level of the students punya pemahaman. We know, dia belum faham ini. So I can simply explain again with a different example. So macam like engineering, saya rasa ini smart student nih for engineering. But if you have anything to ask, you just ask your lecturer. If the lecturer said that maybe you have to refer it to PEP, you are most welcome to contact us. And you know how to use the new message function already. Okay, I think that's all.
Anytime.
Saya stop sharing dulu ya.
Thank you very much. And please stay safe wherever you are.
Ya,
We may be in the second or the next wave, I don't know, third or fourth wave. But so please stay safe. Please take precaution. The virus is still there, so stay safe.
ya,
Okay.
take care.
Thank
Selamat
you.
bercuti next week. Enjoy
Yeah.
your time. Jangan
Enjoy your
stres.
term break.
Just
Yeah.
enjoy your cuti.
Thank you.
Okay,
Terima
bye.
kasih. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Yep.
sir.